Hey everyone, it is I, the Tame One, and I am having a extremely lazy day. I have a new frap, and I believe this one it's a grande caramel frap, and I got one pump of white mocha, and I did get an espresso shot, so I'm probably gonna be up for a minute.
I want a snack.
You have food on the way, baby. And I didn't feel like cooking. So the kids are getting Happy Meals. The food, you're getting a Happy Meal, okay? Okay. Go sit down. Go play. So I just decided to come on here because I missed you guys again. I can't believe that, you know, we have to have these moments where, hey, Melinda. And not only that, I know this is going to be like so TMI, but my period started. And I feel like crap. I've been extra moody, emotional. You know, when you're emotional and then you decide to get on your period, things happen. You know, you have a whole meltdown with people. And I got a grilled cheese. And their grilled cheeses are actually really good. But how is everybody doing today? I hope your day is going very well. I hope everything is productive. But yeah, I'm just chilling in the bed. I am actually exporting a video that I just did a couple days ago when I installed this unit on that I'm about to take off probably today. Trust me, Melinda, I definitely understand that because me and the cramps is it's real. It gets real. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, I came on here to talk about like mental health and anxiety and depression. Like those things are completely real. I battle with it on a daily. And it's weird. It's a number of things. You know, it's a number of things that usually triggers the moments that I do have where I'm like, my anxiety kicks in and depression kicks in extra hard, and it sucks because sometimes I don't have an outlet, and I know like, right, seriously, like no, Melinda, like real things can literally trigger it. Like I can, hey love, yep, this is actually good. I wish they had the caramel crunch, but I just got a regular caramel frap this time. But yeah, like speaking on anxiety and depression, like these things are real. And this is actually my first time actually having to deal with anxiety, depression. Like this is my first time really having to really understand what's going on and understand what triggers it, who can trigger it. Like it's just literally been a whole up and down battle, and it definitely feels like you're bipolar, but you don't feel you don't feel crazy, but you know that it's something that's just not right, which is why I say mental health is definitely something that I have always been, you know, kind of like I steered away from, never want to talk about it. It was very taboo. And then when I started noticing that um I started having certain issues with that, that's when I had to notice like, oh, okay, we need to open up a little bit more on what's triggering this. How is this being triggered? Who is triggering these things? And like I said, it does suck because sometimes I don't have someone to talk about it with, and sometimes I don't have a way to just get it out. And this is probably like one of the ways right now. I do know that, speaking with a few of y'all, that y'all have suffered from this or still is suffering, and you know, whether you guys know it or not, just to know that I'm not alone, that I'm not the only person out there that's feeling like this, that has these emotions, is just it's definitely refreshing that I feel like I can relate to other people and you guys can relate to me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm a mother. I'm a human being. I you know, like I'm all those things, and as many times as I try to be strong, try not to let things bother me, try not to let people bother me, it still affects me in some kind of way. And it's like during like when my period gets ready to come, it's like it heightens so bad where it's like, okay, we got to figure out how to control this because the thoughts that come across are crazy as hell. And it's like there is like for me, there is no one here to say, you know, it's going to be okay. I don't have that person to pat me on my back to be like, okay, come on, let's calm down, let's breathe. Like, I don't have that. I have myself and my kids here. I don't have someone physically here with me to help me through that. So it's like, it's almost like I'm fighting it alone, but then again, I'm not. And for the past couple of days, like Monday, I was good. And then Monday afternoon, it was just something clicked, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like that emptiness, that lonely feeling. I didn't like it. And when I tried to actually express that to someone at one point where I could express who I am, express my feelings, it was like I got shunned away for feeling a certain type of way. And it sucks because it's like I don't have anybody. That's literally what it feels like. It's like I don't have anybody. Like when I say I've had some rough days. And then like when my period starts, it's like I can think a little bit more clearly, but it's just in those moments like are rough, and I do need someone there, and it is tough for me. Um the only thing I can say is like I have to get back to like writing my thoughts down or typing my thoughts down. Um this is like my first time actually opening up to you guys about having anxiety and having depression. Um I usually would keep these things to myself, you know, especially in the Black community. It's highly taboo. We don't talk about these things. You stay in the house. You know, like no one don't talk about you having depression. They're going to think you're crazy. And it's almost to the point where it's like, why am I still having to food's here. So you guys about to travel with me to the door. But yes, it's almost like me. I know it's y'all's food. So yeah, you guys are traveling with me. Bear with me, you guys. I gotta open the door. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold this.
Whoa. It was almost.
Hold this.
I can hold it. Like
Okay.
almost 100 pounds.
Okay, it's not 100 pounds. Can you guys say hi?
Hi.
Say hi. Okay.
You're so weird, Blondie. Like.
Okay.
Don't take that to
So give me a second, you guys, and we'll get back to our discussion.
No.
Let me get them squared away. Okay. Happy meal for you. Happy meal for you.
I got another one.
I know you got another one. Okay, hold on. Okay. Brandon, you're being silly.
I already opened it.
All right, Ro.
Come on. Can't believe I got another one. And this is. Come on.
Here.
Come on.
Arel, here. Go ahead. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry.
Guess what I got?
What did you get?
So I got this.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I got one too.
You got one too?
Oh, you so like, are you?
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah.
Will they not give me a straw?
Wow.
If not, it's okay. Because
There's a your straw.
Starbucks did.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, that's your straw.
What's your tiny?
Hold on.
It's brown.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I only got McDonald's because they wanted it, and I just be wanting their fries. But I got a chicken sandwich. All right, so let me grab you guys so we can go back in here and finish this hardcore sensitive topic real fast. And let me sit y'all somewhere real fast. I got y'all sitting on my laptop because I've been trying to, still have that creative mind without going bonkers. Okay, let me close my door so we can have chit chat. So I guess this turned from frapping chats to lunchtime. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay, let me get y'all back. All right. All right, so we're back focused. Oh, and I was reading you guys' comments while I was getting the girls their food. I do have a safe space. That was one thing. That was one thing that I knew I had to have was a safe space, and it's the area that I go to, be with myself, talk to God, and all these things. And it's my bathroom. Like I don't know why the bathroom has always been my safe space where I sit in the tub or I sit in the shower, sit on the floor, and I just sit there and either I just cry it out, talk to God, do both, pray. It's a lot of things that I do at that moment, but it's just like I said before, this is such a taboo topic that it sucks that we were raised to not express ourselves, not, get things out. And I'm a strong believer of getting that emotion out, because that's something like depression. Like most people don't understand, depression and anxiety, that alone will kill you. And I have kids. I can't leave my kids. It just sucks because I didn't think it was going to kick in so hardcore at 32. And I do believe it's because of the issues that have taken place in my life for the past couple years. Certain things that have happened to get me to this point of, what do I do now? It's hot. Let me cut the fan on. So we're moving around again. But yeah, it's just really, really difficult. And then like being quarantined, like love, like no lie, I relate. If I didn't have my kids, here, I would probably isolate myself in my room, because that was Tuesday. That was literally what I did yesterday. I end up isolating myself in my room most of the day. I made sure that my kids ate, but it's like right after I fed them, I went on and just shut the world off. And as easy and as hard as that sounds to do, is just sometimes you just need that. If that's what's going to make things help, then so be it. I have come to terms that not everybody is going to relate to having that. Or I have learned that most people are not going to understand what you're feeling. They can always empathize, especially if they do understand what empathy is. They can empathize with you, but they don't really know that heart-wrenching, that gut-punching feeling of what you're feeling at that moment. For me, it's more heartbreak that turned into anxiety and depression. versus, you know, just me being like this all the time. Like, I've always had anxiety. I definitely feel like I definitely can say I've always had anxiety. Um, but never really had depression. You know, it's moments that you know, every person, they'll get down, they have moments, but it's never been to the point where it's like this, where it's like, okay, let me fake it real fast and I'll be okay. Like, I feel like the longer, if I literally thought in my mind, the longer I fake it, I'll actually believe that I'm okay. And I had to come to terms yesterday that no, I'm not okay. There's nothing okay about this. There's nothing okay with feeling how I'm feeling when I have valid reasons of why I feel the way I feel. I have right, and yes, and the fact that we do get good at faking it, it is an issue. It's like, it's almost like you lose yourself in the depression, in the anxiety, in the situation itself. It's like you lose who you are. And random thought, side note, am I the only person when they get fries, they only want like the wiggly ones? Like, if I could get a thing of the wiggly ones, I'd be happy. But it's everything has definitely been taking a toll. Like I said, I know what mine uh I definitely know where mine is geared from. And like I said, um I know they do have the most grease, but they're so wiggly and they're so good. But yes, like I said, I do know where mine is geared from. It is from heartache. Um and it's different levels of that heartache. It's different levels of that feeling. And it's not just the heartache itself, it's the steps that were taken to break the heart. That's basically what it is. Um like I said, some people, like you guys, can relate, which is why it is a little bit easier for me to talk to you guys, because you guys are dealing with it. You guys probably dealt with it longer than I have, and I'm just in the beginning stages, because it's like I was going to burst if I could not talk about it. I just felt like I was going to do something horrible if I could not release this. Like, I can't keep anything in me too long and not feel some type of way. Like, that's the type of person that I've always been. And I was raised with the value of, you know, speaking your mind, communication. And my family has always been like that. We communicate. If you're hurt, you communicate why you're hurt. You communicate to the person, this is why you're hurt. So to deal with a person that doesn't do that, it's difficult, and it's highly difficult, because it's almost like, well, do you not care? Do you not care that I'm feeling this way? Do you not care that I'm a soul that's hurting? Do you not care about those things? And it's rough. It is definitely rough, which is why I don't take everybody's advice. Uh, I'll take you guys' advice. I'll take my sister's advice, my best friend's advice. I'll take those people, because those are the people that have watched me hurt. Those are the people that have watched me smile, grow, you know, manifest. Like, these are the people that have seen me at my lowest up till now. And I'll take those advice, but other people's advice, I just usually don't take everybody's advice, because everybody's advice is actually the wrong advice. Like, yeah, every female has a friend or a homegirl or a couple homegirls who they'll sit there and tell you all day of what they would do. If they were you, they would do this. fuck that nigga, he ain't shit. You know, those are the, you always get the, these niggas ain't shit female in the world, and that be the main one, hurt, crying, sobbing over a heartbreak. And that's why I try not to take everybody's, because everybody don't know what they would do if you were in that position. They don't know how you feel. They couldn't fathom the heartbreak that you feel, because they don't know where you were at one point in life at the beginning stages of how things got started. Like, just, it's just a simple fact of they don't know. And so that's where I'm at. I'm at the point of, okay, let's understand that there's a good possibility that this is the new norm for me. Anxiety and depression might be a new thing for me. And how do we what's the word? How do we handle it? How do we cope with it? How do we live with this new feature that has came upon us? How do we feel about that? Number one, like all of you guys have been saying, you know, have moments to myself, have my safe space, praying. I'm never gonna sit here and say that I'm just highly religious. But I do believe that there is a God. I believe there is a higher power. I do believe that anything that is supposed to happen, it was already predestined. I do believe that what you put out in the universe, it will come back to you times 10, whether it's good or bad. These are the things that, those are the things that has been keeping me somewhat on a straight and narrow. Now, I do have moments where I have anger. Like, I have anger problems. Like, I have to take, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have to take heart medication just to make sure that I don't, like, my heart rate doesn't race as when I do get upset or angry or confused and everything like that. That's my new norm. Every morning I get up, check my blood pressure, take my heart medication, and pray that today's going to be a good day. I pray that, you know, something different, something positive happens, whether it's for me or for you guys out there. I pray, you know, that I definitely pray that my kids never in their life have to deal with this, because I can barely handle it as an adult, so I can only imagine how they're going to feel when they get older and they have to experience that. And like I said, I hope they never in their life have to experience what I feel, what I'm feeling. I hope they never in their life, and I'll definitely make sure that they have a totally different mindset for me to be able to handle certain things that do happen to them in life. But yes, as far as like the coping and dealing, I just been writing a lot, writing my feelings. I remember, all right, this is a fun fact that most people don't know about me, and if they do know, they understand what I feel. When I was 13, growing up, I was teased a lot, and that's because I had eczema. But my eczema was so bad, it was like really, really patchy, and I actually reverted to cutting myself. And I never did it to just, try to take myself out or anything, but I did it to where it was a release, because emotional pain hurts worse than physical pain. So I needed something to take the emotional pain away and make it physical so I could focus on that. And so I remember, 13, I had a counselor and a therapist, and they always taught me to, instead of cutting, write it down, wear a bracelet, or anything like that. You know, anything that will, you know, take that away. Or, you know, help kind of ease the issue, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever your daily battle is. Write it down. And that's literally what I've been doing lately is writing. I've gotten back to writing my thoughts out, whether it's on my phone or on my laptop or even on my iPad. I've been writing, like, and it's not just writing in general. Like, I actually write to the person that I feel did this to me, because whether they read it or not, you can never say that I never told you how I felt. You can never say that, you know, there's no possible way that you could feel this way when it's written down. You read it, I broke it down to you. I can write it down piece by piece. I said what I said. This is how I feel. This is how you make me feel. And every day it does get easier. It's just when it hits that time of year, when not that time of year, but that basically that time of the month, I forget what I'm supposed to do, and I have to mentally get myself back on track. But yes, love, I'm telling you, writing helps it out so much. I remember doing exercises that she did where I would write a letter. I would write a letter to the person that I felt hurt me the most. I'm talking about, like, it had to be heartfelt, and it had to be one of those moments where you could put all your emotion in that letter, because they're your emotions. No one can take away what you feel. And I remember writing probably like 4 letters, because there were 4 people at school that made my life a living hell, to the point where I didn't want to be here anymore. And I wrote it out. The point of the letter is to not give it to him. You can give it to him if you want to, but whatever that anger, that pain, that hurt, whatever they cause you to make you feel some type of way, it's to put it in that letter, release it, and either you give it to the person or you burn it. I chose to burn mine because I don't feel like people need to know everything that they've done to me. I don't need to open up a wound, especially if I'm trying to seal it and heal it. I don't feel like I should have to open the wound up even more. It comes the question of, when did I make you feel like this? Like, they get defensive because they can't believe, like, oh, I wouldn't do this. I didn't do this to you. That's you. You made this up. And so I chose to burn mine. But love, I'm telling you, and anybody out here, Melinda, Tania, I'm telling you, it is something about writing those things down. Hi. It's something about writing those feelings down. It's like it literally releases everything. Everything that you feel, it releases it. All that pain, that hurt, it releases it. I don't care if, like, you have a journal and you know, you get your favorite journal and you make a page for each person that did something to you, or it's like something you want to tell them. And it could be someone that hurt you in the past, and yes. And it's what I usually do, like I said, like, you get a journal, you take a page, and you write a personal letter to them. And in it, you express what you feel, forgive them for it, and then you make a new page. It is what it is. You left it all on a paper. You don't get to keep it with you. You don't get to hold on to it. You don't get to walk around with it. And it's like, the more you write, the more you release, where you're like, oh my God, this feels so much better. And I'm definitely gonna, like you guys have been telling me about different groups and everything. to tell me to look up groups. I'm probably am going to end up looking into one, because I know the people that I do talk, I know they're getting tired of hearing about what I'm feeling, who I'm feeling about. Like, I know they're getting tired of hearing it. And it just sucks because I wish I did have, you know, a solid group of people that I can talk to. You know, of course, I can talk to you guys, but as far as like physically being here, I wish I could do that. And if it takes me to actually go to a group meeting to understand it, I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. Like, no lie, I would do it in a heartbeat. But yes, that is actually, matter of fact, I'm actually making that a full-fledged assignment to any person that watches this video. Basically, it was like we're in a battle together, and if we're going to overcome it, I would definitely love to overcome it with each and every one of you guys. So starting, let's see, we'll probably have to start next week, I don't know, but soon as possible. I don't care if you grab a piece of paper, a napkin, or anything, but just write your feelings. Write whatever it is that's holding you back from being great. Write down that pain that you're still harping on. Write down that insecurity. Write down, like, whatever it is that you can do it. Seriously. Like, you want to be angry, you want to yell it out, just do whatever it is you got to do. Just write it down. But it's definitely crucial. Thank you, Melinda. I would definitely check it out. Like, you leave it, if you drop it, I would definitely check it out. But this is a battle that, like I said, everybody, all of us, we have our own personal little issues, but at the end of the day, we definitely all share a common ground, which is you know, getting over an obstacle, getting over that hump, getting over, you know, a person, getting over an issue. It is, you know, it's just inevitable, especially like if you're a mom or even a dog mom, Melinda. It's hard because you have these little people that are looking up to us, and we gotta be here for them. Like, I couldn't leave them if I wanted to. I wouldn't even feel right leaving them. But we are definitely going to get through this, you guys. This is, you know, just a stepping stone into the right direction. It's the first step. And if the first step is us taking it together, then damn it, let's go. I'm ready. It's just, I had to come on camera because, like I said, you guys, I've been battling this for the past 3 days. And I was tired of carrying it around with me, and I needed to release this, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys and just let it be known. Like, we will be doing updates on anxiety and depression, because trust and believe, I know I'm not the only person, and I don't know who I can touch with my recovery in this process, but hey, I am definitely here for the process. So, before we get off of here, what are you guys doing right now as I'm eating soggy French fries? My kids are having a time of their life right now. And my computer's going kind of slow. Exporting this video. Melinda, you make me want to steal one of your puppies, I swear. Because I've been wanting to get the girls. Oh, I need to, actually, me and my oldest, we're about to start her work in a minute. She had her homeschooling. She had to talk to her teacher. She had to talk to her regular teacher, and then she has a special education teacher that she talks to on Monday and Wednesdays. And probably in like an hour or so. We're probably about to get into her classwork so we can knock that out for the day. So, you know, I'm sorry that this video was kind of weird. It was different, out the ordinary. But I definitely felt like it was a must-needed topic that needed to be discussed. Melinda, oh my God. So, it made me think about you. I was looking at different puppies because with all the, you know, with all this madness going around in my life, I was like, I really wanted to get my girls a puppy. But I have no idea what kind I want. I've been looking at like miniature schnauzers, which that's what I had when I was growing up, was a miniature schnauzer. Well, I didn't have he wasn't a miniature. But he was a purebred schnauzer, gray and white. His name was Jake, and I had him from kindergarten to my 10th grade year in high school, and he passed away. And it had to be the most heart-wrenching thing because he was getting, he was older, but it was so heart-wrenching that he was, you know, he was passing away. Right? I want to get a teacup. I don't know. I want to get a small dog. Like, whatever I get, I want it to be little because I want it to, you know, grow with my kids, but I don't want it to grow. You get what I mean? Like, I want my kids to grow up with it, but I don't want to look up and then I got a whole grown person. See, Melinda, where did you get your miniature schnauzer? Because I want one, but I want a male miniature schnauzer, and I want him all black. But I do. Ooh, they gave me the good batch of greasy fries. Yay. Yep, Melinda, I'm stealing your dog. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm stealing him. You might as well go on and pack up his stuff. He's coming home. But no, honestly, Melinda, where did you get yours from? Because I would love to buy one for my kids. Even though I'm not going to lie to you, it's not for them. It's really for me. Because after a while, London's going to be at school, and I'm going to still need someone to walk around with. Oh, you found them on a classified. See, I've been trying to find, like, I found some. Okay, so let me tell you about that. So I have asthma, and my youngest has asthma. And I can tell you the best dogs for, especially with asthma, is Chihuahuas. And, okay, and I would definitely make sure I see it in person. But the best dogs for people with asthma, I know for a fact was, it's fine. I'll save it. Like, I will definitely save up for it. I knew they weren't gonna be cheap. It was Chihuahuas and Schnauzers, and my asthma will flare up in a heartbeat. But when I had my Chihuahua, I was good. And with my Schnauzer, I don't remember. Like, I remember growing up with my dog. And I don't remember me ever having, you know, asthma issues with them. See, Melinda, you got a whole breeding ground right now. You got a whole area where you can be breeding these puppies so I can get one. Basically, that's really what it is. It's And you can actually Google like looking for low, what is it, Melinda? Low dander dander puppies or dogs. That would definitely help, because some dogs I can't be around. Like I love pit bulls, but for some reason I cannot be around them. Not too long because of the pet dander. Aww. See, Melinda, when it's time for me to go look, when it's time for me to look for a dog, I'm gonna hit you up, because baby, you know everything that I need to know when looking for a dog and all that. So baby, I would definitely be hitting you up, because you. Oh, okay. Yep, I'm definitely hitting you up. Okay, you guys. Well, we're about to wrap up this live. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys, as always. You know, I always enjoy you guys. So I just wish positivity on everybody. I hope everybody has a blessed and cheerful day. Even if it's not too cheerful, make sure. Oh, definitely, definitely. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have positive vibes. I hope the day gets better for you guys. Oh, thank you so much. It's about to look. We about to pop this hair off in a minute. But the review on this unit should be dropping Friday, or if not, next week. But I probably drop it Friday. So, as always, I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.